So it's a pleasure to welcome onto the show a lady who burst on the scene when she was a member of the band Hearsay. Now, all these years on, she's reinvented herself. She's transformed herself into one of our favourite soap stars on Coronation Street. Miss Kym Marsh. Are you there, Kym?
I am, yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, yeah. Now, the thing is I met you many, many years ago. You probably won't remember this. You'll remember where it was, but you won't remember because there was that many people. It was when you first appeared as a member of Hearsay, and it was at a Woolworths in Milton Keynes.
Oh, my God, that's ages ago.
It was, and I remember I think it was the first media appearance that Hearsay had made. There was something like 25,000 fans outside. It was one of the maddest things I've ever seen in my life, and we got something like 90 seconds with you and the rest of the band.
I think everyone got 90 seconds with us.
It was crazy. It was the only interview I've ever been to where I've actually had to queue. There was a queue of me and national newspaper people, and it was like, right, your turn, okay. We basically sat down, said hello, and then we were told to leave.
It was madness.
It was
absolute madness. I remember that, but it was really bad because people were getting crushed outside. It was honestly the strangest thing I've ever experienced.
Well, I nearly got attacked by one of your crazy fans because they said, oh, you with the band? I said, oh, yeah, I'm the 6th member. Just joking. And the obscenities coming out of this kid's mouth. Don't joke about Hearsay. I was like, oh, okay. I think I'll leave it and then just make my quick exit from Milton Keynes. But it was crazy, wasn't it? I mean, what a journey you've been on. What was it like at the time? Because you were the biggest band in the UK. It was amazing.
It was the weirdest and most wonderful experience at the same time. It's something I'll never, ever experience again, you know. And I don't actually think anybody could have even predicted what was going to happen, because we were the first show of its kind, if you remember. Popstars was kind of the first reality TV talent show, so nobody actually knew what was going to happen. So nothing prepared anyone for that.
You were like the guinea pigs, weren't you?
We were a bit, yeah, and we had the best time, but we also kind of learnt a lot on the way.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that because it just went so wrong so quick, because you were up on a pedestal, and the minute they could chop you down, they did. But I think you got out the band, didn't you, before it got really, really nasty?
Yeah, I did. I kind of, I'd kind of had my own reasons for going, and, you know, part of that was because obviously I was mum to David and Emily, and everything was just a little bit mad, and I kind of needed to spend more time with them, and and that was kind of my reason for going. But it did all kind of dissolve quite quickly, and I think they've learnt since. I think, at that point they were kind of overexposing us a little bit and putting us on everything and at everything, and then where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think now with subsequent ones since then, they've kind of learnt a lot from the mistakes they made with us, and there's been more longevity to the artists that have come from those shows, so
it was
some
crazy.
good came from it.
Yeah, well, probably the amount of money you made as well probably was a good thing, because you had dolls and everything, didn't you? Everywhere you looked there was Hearsay merchandise. You must have a room full of that stuff in your house.
I haven't, actually.
You're not one of them people, because the thing is, if I had a lunchbox with my face on or a doll, honestly I'd have a room dedicated. It'd be like my own shrine.
I think I've got a set of the dolls, and my mum kept a lot of the cuttings and stuff from magazines and things like that, and awards, and we've also got discs, like gold discs and platinum discs and that, which I've kept. So they're all the things I'll really, really cherish, and kind of something to tell the grandkids, innit?
Yeah. It's a brilliant thing to tell the grandkids. So do you still keep in touch with any members of Hearsay? Because it's sort of 50-50 when it comes to success-wise. You've done really well for yourself. We'll move on to Coronation Street in a few moments' time. Marlene's done very, very well. Suzanne's sort of okay. The lads, though, seem to have disappeared off the face of the earth.
I know, and that's a shame. I mean, they are doing stuff, but, I think it was a conscious kind of decision, certainly for Danny, to kind of, go and kind of disappear for a little while, because it was what he wanted. And I think we all felt differently from that experience, and we all got different things from it, and we all learnt different things from it, and, and we're affected in different ways. So, for the girls, I think we just all, I think women are generally more driven. Oh, yeah.
Always blokes just lay down and surrender. If I didn't have my girlfriend tell me what to do, I'd just lay down and die in everyday life. We're still joined on the show by Kym Marsh, star of Coronation Street, and of course she was formerly in the band Hearsay. Now, we were talking to you in crystal clear quality before the break, Kym, but it's broken our line, so you're now on the phone, aren't you?
I am, yes. What you'd like, just decided you didn't like me.
No, we wouldn't do that. Well, we were talking about the Hearsay stuff, and then we moved on to Coronation Street. So Coronation Street, then, how did you get into the Coronation Street thing? Because it was quite strange going from the music and the solo career straight into a mainline acting role.
Well, it was kind of a journey because I'd kind of been let go by my label, so it was my decision then to, do I go for another record deal, or what do I do? And then I got offered 6 months in the West End doing a musical, Saturday Night Fever, and that kind of reintroduced me into acting because it was something I'd loved doing as a kid, and I always did really well with exams, with drama and things like that, and I just thought, yeah, why not? Let's give it a go and see what happens. And so I auditioned for lots of different things. I did a bit part in Holby, a bit part in Doctors, and then got the call to go for an audition for Corrie, never dreaming for 1 second that I was going to get it.
It must have been quite intimidating, though, going on to the hollowed, cobbled stones.
It is. It's a very daunting experience going on there for the first time, and people that come on as guest actors and are there just for a couple of acts, It's a shame really because they're so nervous and they don't get a chance to actually relax into it because they're only there for a few acts. So it's nice when you actually get in there and realise that everybody's lovely and and it's actually a fantastic place to work. It really is.
Before you go, Kym, I've got to ask you this.
Yeah.
Can you come on? What's coming up in Corrie? What's next for Michelle in Corrie? You must get asked this all the time.
I do. I can't really reveal too much, obviously, but there's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of comedy.
Kym, well, thank you very much for coming on the show. I'm sorry that we had some problems with our line. We were speaking to you crystal clear before, but now on the phone. But thanks for getting up nice and early, and it has been a pleasure to chat to you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.